Hey, my social media friends, this is Crystal Kumpla with Funnel Marketing Consulting, and today I'm going to share with you three specific teaching points during my training today. So, number one, the basics to the number one concept for your online marketing success. Number two, how and why it's the key to scaling your business to multi, 6, and 7 figures. And number three, a golden example. Are you ready? Awesome. Let's dive right in. So, it's not your fault, but the lack of knowledge surrounding the number one concept that I'm going to share with you today during this training is one of the biggest reasons why people struggle and stop short of having success with marketing their business online. It's the difference between us being successful versus struggling. It's the difference between us being able to create more abundance, more sustainability, more fulfillment, and impact versus not. If you understand this number one concept, and you will if you stay to the end of the training, it will change your whole mindset, your whole outlook as far as marketing your business online, your business in general, your life, right? And also the ability to be able to fully integrate a give back component in your business, as well as ultimately your impact. And that's what matters, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? Totally. So because marketing is a process of strategy, planning, tactics, testing, analyzing, and optimization, it's typical that the very first time that you create and launch your sales funnel, it's not going to actually make money. This is typical, not to panic. In fact, this happens in lots of businesses these days, and that's just normal business. So for example, have you heard of a loss leader? Right. So a loss leader is whatever will get people in the door initially for a business. It's very common in like grocery stores, right, with weekly specials, or, retail shops. We always see those flyers, what's on sale this week, come in the door. And they know, right, that if they can get us in the door, what are the chances that we're going to buy something else, right? A lot, right? Or buy a lot of things, right? That's the hope, and that's how business works. So, for example, let's just say that this grocery store, this retail shop that we're using as a hypothetical, and let's say that it takes them anywhere from 25 to 29 days to break even. So that means, right, that their profits come in after that. So in days 26 to days 30. So the same is exactly true for online marketing. So let's just say that it takes us 45 days to break even with your sales funnel. Should we quit? No, definitely not. In fact, we can both celebrate and improve. I'll explain. That brings me to teaching point number one. Teaching point number one is the basics of the number one concept in online marketing success. Are you ready? Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and switch views here, and I will be back in a minute. See ya. Hey guys, and we are back. So, this concept is called a break-even funnel. Have you heard of a break-even funnel before? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but we're going to go ahead and review all the pieces and parts to see how this goes today. So it starts with traffic. So first of all, there are two kinds of traffic. Traffic that you can control, which is paid traffic. So Facebook ads, Google display ads, things like that. And then there's traffic that we do not control. So this could be, PR, SEO, interviews, etc. So certainly, are getting out there to be heard and seen, but it's just we can't necessarily control the timing of it and when they see things. It's just they're going to go to it whenever it is that they are given the landing page. And so that actually brings me to the next step in the funnel. So we're going to take all this traffic and drive it to a landing page. In this case, we're just going to call it a lead magnet landing page, where they're going to be, you're going to be giving them something awesome, right? They're going to just love it, and it's going to just make their life so much easier. And they're going to be giving you their email address in exchange for the awesome value that is a total no-brainer for them. So they go ahead and opt in via that landing page. So once they opt in, then they're going to be given an option, an invite, right, to purchase something of a very, low investment, high value, something that they definitely want. It just becomes a complete no-brainer for them to make that very, very first purchase. So typically after that, if they make one purchase, we're not going to stop. We're going to give them an offer anyway, an invite to a second purchase. The second purchase is going to be amazing. The purpose of today isn't really to go into strategy and a lot of tactics. It's just a matter of showing you just on a concept level kind of how this works. So you can kind of see that we have, for the main part of the funnel here, excuse me, as this is getting bumpy. I apologize. Not very high tech here. So we have a lead magnet landing page, which we opt in, and then we have a couple of purchase pages. So it doesn't really matter how many you have, which is interesting, because I actually have heard and I've seen of a very, very successful online health coaching business where they have, I think, 7 or 9, don't quote me on that, but for sure 7 offers to make purchases that totally, complement one another. It makes perfect sense. So this particular business ends up making, multi-million dollars online just because they have such a long funnel process with all the purchases online. So this is just a concept. So what we have here is the funnel. Does that make sense so far? So the whole purpose for this is to give them multiple opportunities to purchase. And at the end, the goal is to break even with sales versus the ad spend, right? So let's say that they spent $3,000 in Facebook ads, right, to drive traffic, goes to the landing page, and they are making some purchases. Of course, not everybody will. That's just how it goes. But let's say at the very end, then you have generated $3,000 in revenue. That would be awesome because that is break even. Why is that awesome? Why does a break even make sense? Why is that something to absolutely celebrate? Well, because if you just realize what happened is that what was our cost to acquire that client? The net cost to acquire that client was 0. So why is that exciting? That's exciting because we're not done with our funnel yet, right? So as we move on, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here so you can go ahead and see what is on the rest of this funnel. So once we've acquired this customer at break even, which is amazing, it doesn't cost us anything to acquire a new client. Now what we can do is we can actually provide them some more value, provide some more service at a higher level for them, and offer them a high-ticket program, whether it's a coaching program, a training program, a consulting package. Maybe it's a high-ticket retreat. Maybe it's a destination retreat. Maybe it's corporate training. Whatever it is that makes sense, you can see that this is just a game changer. Because from here on out, every time that you make an offer to this particular client and they say yes to the investment, you have made pure profit. So it's just not even worth figuring out what the percentage is because, for example, on a $10,000, high ticket program, it just becomes infinity, and then they go into a mastermind, and then they go to a retreat. You can kind of see how this works, right? And also why, this is a game changer to transition your business online. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting excited? I know I am for you because I understand how this works. So this is the profit upsell example on the end of it. So how are you feeling so far? This making sense? Totally. So I'm going to just go ahead and switch views because I want to talk to you guys again, and I will see you to go over training step number 2 and also number 3. See you in a minute. Okay, and we're back. So the goal is to create a funnel and start with one funnel. that you can get to break even point, right? So allowing you to acquire the client for free, just like I had mentioned before, and that is amazing. Like is your mind spinning right now? I know mine certainly has been. Once you understand this concept, it really is a game changer, right? Totally. If you loved it, let me know down below, which is awesome. I'd love to hear from you and see what you guys think. So, number 2, training point number 2 is how and why it's the key to scaling your business to multi 6 and 7 figures. Well, first of all, it's probably quite obvious right now, but let me walk you through just a couple of things and just kind of connect some dots. So, once you have a break-even funnel and you get to that point, it acts like a proof of concept, right? You know people online, you can take cold traffic, you can warm them up, use authentic marketing to go ahead and attract them versus, pulling. It's just that's not what we want. That's not what you and I want anyway, right? Now we know that if we put $5,000 into Facebook ads, for example, that we're going to get it back. And it's going to allow us to acquire that client for $0. So now it totally opens up the playing field and say, what do we want to offer? What do we want to do? Do we want to offer a destination retreat on the back end? Do we want to offer a group coaching program or consulting program? There's so many possibilities. And it's a matter of making sure that you know which pieces to put in order. It's called an ascension model or ascension plan, to know exactly how that works. So that's just a concept for you to kind of think about there. And so, can you see how this concept is just a must for your sustainable online business model now and in the future? So far, whether you're an aspiring 6-figure earner or you already are at 6 or multi 6 figures offline, can you see how this is a life changer for you from an energy standpoint, from a relationship standpoint, and just for the ability to be able to give back, to fully integrate this give back component that I was chatting about in one of my other videos. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't done that. But can you feel that? Like, this is a game changer. Okay, that was number 2. I'm getting real excited about this, so it's super fun. Number 3, the golden example. So, did you know that McDonald's spends $1.91 in advertising just to get a customer through the drive-thru, right? So when they sell you a burger for $2.09, for example, they only make about 18 cents in profit. What a terrible deal, right? No, because now that you understand how the break-even funnel concept works, you're going to see that this is actually being done in so many businesses. In fact, probably every business. It just might be called and referred to something different. So, for example, when McDonald's upsells you, right, with the fries, the Coke, the now coffees, the lattes, the ice cream, the apple pies, you name it. They probably don't upgrade on salads, even though that would be awesome, but I haven't heard them do that. That's where they make their profit. Right? Does that make sense? So again, knowing that number of how much it costs to acquire a customer, but being able to offset the cost to it via online marketing and this break-even funnel is so crucial to you in your profitability, in your the ability for you to scale your business. Because once you have that in place, now it's just a matter of how high do you want to go? How much money can you invest? Should we start small? Start with $5,000, $10,000, whatever it is that makes sense for you to get it going, and you can see what happens. In order to scale, you reinvest. Right? This is awesome. I hope that you're enjoying this training. I love this. This is what I love doing, but this concept is so, so, so huge. So, what do you think? Does this resonate with you? I hope so. I hope that you're the right person. It does resonate with you. If this is a big, giant heck yeah for you, if this does resonate with you, please let me know in the comments below. I really sincerely would love to hear that this is a big light bulb moment for you and this is of value to you. I'd also like to invite you to be added to my notification list. So I have a notification list for you to be notified of the details to my big announcement. I'm not sure if you've heard yet. I have a big announcement that I'm coming out doing a Facebook Live on Thursday, the 13th of September. So go ahead and click on the link below to go ahead and be added to my notification list. I'm not sending out the details of the time of that Facebook Live to anybody else, only the people that are on the notification list. So go ahead and sign up right now. Don't do anything else. Make sure that you're on that list because I think you're going to be quite excited about what my big announcement is. I'm so excited. I want to say something else, but I'm not going to say anything else right now. So I'll just leave it at that, which is great. So go ahead and I will see you live on Thursday, September 13th. So, in closing, if you have found this training helpful, if this was a game changer for you, I would love and appreciate for you to go ahead and share this video with your audience if you think that they would benefit as well. That would mean a lot to me. I believe that we can achieve more collectively than we can alone. And for this, I've also created a private 6-figure impact movement Facebook group. Go ahead and request to be added, and we will encourage, uplift, and support each other through my 4-step blueprint located in the Facebook group for you to see that, to creating more fulfillment and more impact with our work. And remember, I believe in you. We got this. And let's rock our impact. Let's go. See you later. Love you. Bye.